Hello and welcome to my outdoors YouTube show. When I broadcast the episode last week, I knew already I was going to talk about the sea, about the element of water, and I knew I would be in Brighton. I didn't know the weather would be so spectacular, and I didn't quite foresee all the challenges that come with doing something outside. Not a very stable internet connection, and some boat repairs behind me, so you may hear the odd noise, but my guide just said to just do it. So I'm just doing it, and while I look in the direction of the camera, I also look at the beautiful flowers here. I think it's kind of thistles in different shades of purple, and then there is some yellow and there is green. It is amazing to connect to nature. And in fact, we big city people, I feel, do that far too rarely. It is just something completely different being in nature and just for a moment feeling it, feeling the connection. Nature nurtures us, but also nature absorbs our negativity, our stress. And that's why it's so important to connect with that. Occasionally it adds some stress. So on the way here, there was this thing. It looked like a bee or like a giant bee, more like a hornet or something like that. I think it was a beetle. It was just flying there, and I was kind of trying to move out of the way, and suddenly it was landing on my arm, and it was like, oh! I was so scared. And I snipped it off, but gently, so it's unharmed, and it was just moving away. That's so interesting. Of course, it's a different world. Nature is a different world. It's full of its own rhythm and, of course, consciousness in nature. Consciousness is in everything, and consciousness is in water as well. When I did this test a few years ago, or this experiment at a laboratory in Switzerland, that was just so fascinating, connecting with water, just sending Reiki to water, and afterwards getting the result that it had changed, it had healed. The quality improved from just normal tap water to spring water. The nature had healed itself with the help of Reiki. The element of water is just fascinating, and of course we need water. We need to drink a lot, we need to hydrate ourselves. Of course, we need water to survive. And I just checked that again. When our hydration level, when the percentage of water in our body is less than 50%, we die. So the majority of our body mass is water. And of course, we need to replenish that. We shed water, we go to the bathroom, we sweat. So we need to constantly replenish that. So we are part of the rhythm of nature. Water, the sea filled with water, evaporating into the skies, moving, a high condensation, and then at some stage it's forming clouds and it's just raining down, it's going through the soil, it is replenishing nature, it is at some stage filtered through the sediment, through the rocks, and forming this beautiful mountain water, this kind of spring water that we then get, that we can have the best water possible to hydrate ourselves. And so it is a rhythm, it's a cycle. Everything in nature is. And this is what nature reminds me. Of course, the oceans connect everything, the whole world. And Mikao Usui, the founder of Reiki, had a middle name. It says on his memorial stone, he had the middle name of Gyohan. And this middle name is not a second name. That often comes as an initial, Torsten A. Lang, which stands for Alexander. And I was just given these two names at birth. No, the middle name Mikao Usui had was assumed. he assumed it, he took it on later in life as a spiritual name, as a reminder, that everything is connected. Because Giohan means the person who sails over the sea. It's connected with water. It is, well, obviously going through rough seas, it's occasionally going through calm seas, but it's all about moving on. It's about the interconnection of everything and the connection with continents far away, with the whole world. Interestingly, every Dalai Lama since Interestingly, every Dalai Lama since the second Dalai Lama took on as one of their names Gyotse, which is the Sanskrit version of Gyohan. So it's the very same idea. Everything is connected, and everything is connected through water. I would like to invite you to just reflect for a second. What does water mean to you? How do you feel about water? How do you feel about being by the sea, by a river, by a lake? How do you feel taking a shower, taking a bath, being in the water? Of course, water has the cleansing effect of our body, but also because it's this flow of water, the cleansing effect of our energy field. This is why we feel so much better after having a bath, after swimming in the sea, or after taking a shower. So there is so much about water and about this inner purifying, drinking a lot of water, getting rid of toxins, and the outer purification. It's all about letting go and reconnecting. And I would like to ask you for a moment to just invite Reiki and just see what's your personal connection to water. So just for a moment, let's bring the hands together and connect to Reiki. And then just ask Reiki, so what is my special connection to water? What is the importance of water for me? Then just move up to your third eye and see what comes into your mind. And then just move back down and take a moment to thank Reiki. When I did that, my guides actually just started laughing and thought, that's a funny question. But then I did get some answers. And one, of course, was that I don't drink enough water. So I really need to keep hydrated better. And the other is for me that I really need to be by the sea as often as I can. It is about the expansion. It's about the vastness. It's about new horizons and just looking into a distance and just seeing all the opportunities and just how big, how grand everything is. Also, the peace that it brings, just being by the water. So I feel this is what I was supposed to share, and I'm sure there is a lot in that for yourself, just getting this inspiration. So what does water mean for me? You may even think, so how do I bring water into my daily Reiki routines? Can I give Reiki to the bath water when I have a bath? Of course. Can I connect to Reiki before I take a shower and just let this water stream everything down and really fill myself with Reiki? I can give Reiki to the water before I drink it. Charge my drinking water with Reiki. Make it a special hydrating healing water. And I would like to challenge you next time you are in the water, whether it's a bath, whether it's in a pool, whether it's in a lake, in a stream, or in the sea, to really feel your connection with the water and, if you wish, speak to it. Water has consciousness, And once we connect to that, we can get a lot of answers and we feel really connected with the entire planet. And I would, of course, talking about connection, also like to invite you to take part in a Reiki share, to connect with everybody who is tuning in at whatever time, at whatever stage, watching this video and becoming part of sharing Reiki. So wherever you are in the world right now, just take a moment to connect to Reiki. If you wish, you can just close your eyes. If you've learned Reiki too, you can just draw the distance, the connection symbol, and state that you really want to connect with everybody who is tuning in to this Reiki share. And then just open your hands and just feel the connection with everyone. Just let Reiki stream out of your hands, reaching out and connecting to this beautiful healing circle that we are part of now. At the same time, being connected to higher levels in the universe, to the source of Reiki. Now just take a moment to bring your hands back together, thank Reiki, and come back into the here and now. I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background, the ship repair works are getting worse and worse. And I really try to find a quiet spot here, but there seems to be something everywhere. So I still hope you enjoyed this episode of the Reiki Revolution Live, and so look forward to seeing you again next week.